What's up, guys? Blue Lightning back. We got a new profile for you. What do we have for you today?
We got pure Tri-Brigade.
All right, so let's get into it.
All right, so just breaking down the main names, we've got 3 Fractal, 3 Nerval, 3 Kit, 3 Karis. These are the bread and butter of the deck. They all have the effect to banish any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters from the graveyard. I'm going to call them Tri-types from here out. Banish any number of Tri-types as a cost from your graveyard. Special summon a Link monster with that Link rating from your extra deck. So all of your lines are going to be cycling as many names as you can into the graveyard, and then you keep Link climbing with yourself. Sword Soul, but extra steps. Also for names, we got 3 Rescue Cat, 3 Tenki. This is the best 1-card starter in the deck right now because it gives you access to Appaloosa Revolt, or you have options to SP Little Knight, and then Tenki is another 3 copies of Fractal. You have to play them. And 3 Prosperity, 2 Roar, 2 Revolt. These you have to be able to see your names because we're not on any other extra builds. And anytime you don't see your names, then you can still hit non-engine with this. Roar is your do everything in one button. It gives you the ability to break boards, to interrupt your opponent. It works as a second trap option. It works as a second search off of Bear Brum. And then Revolt is the best card in the deck. It is Soul Charge on steroids and lets you play during your opponent's turn. And lastly, for the non-engine, because the deck has a lot of room for it, is one of the big strengths. There's Called by the Grave as a 1-of. DD Crow is a 1-of. This is searchable with Shurag out of the extra deck. And then the main. It's 12 spots of your choice. You could choose to run a Foolish Burial if you want an extra starter. However, I'm quite content with these right now for the format. And moving on to the extra deck. Try names, 2 Farragut, 1 Bucephalus. Farragut is your main extender and lets you summon monsters from your hand to keep climbing. Bucephalus is what you send off of Roar because it lets you dump an additional name after you resolve Roar and negate its effect. And that allows your Roar to turn into any ways to play through boards, play through negates, play through interruptions. Bear Brum is your way to search your Tri-Brigade back row, and it's also an extender for any time that you don't have access to 3 different names. It lets you discard 2 cards, someone from Banish. Rugal is the Link 3 of the deck. You have to play it because of Access Code Talker. However, for hands where you get impermed or veilered on a name and you just need an extra body to be able to link to, you can use that. Triple Shurag. Don't play 2 of this, play 3. Shurag is your boss monster of the deck. It banishes a card on the field and lets you search into extra names or search DD Crow, Rescue Cat, whatever you feel. Tri-Beast links that we play other than the Tri-Brigades, there's only 2 of them, is DDL Lightheart. Lightheart lets you play through hands where your opponent tries to crow any of your names out of your graveyard or try to ash your Fractal while you have other names. Double Dragon Lords I don't really make as much anymore because of SP Little Knight. However, it's still nice to be able to come up whenever you don't have like a name for follow-up in hand, but you still want to end on an extra interruption. And then generic links. SP, Ulmirage, Oppo, Access, Goddess. Pearly is your worst matchup in the format right now, so you have to play this. There's no way of getting around it. SP Little Knight is SP Little Knight. It's the best card in the format. Ulmirage is how you unbrick your hands of Kit Nerval, Kit Karis, or Karis Nerval. Just any way that you can't get to 4 materials engrave. Appaloosa is your main endboard piece because it's the easiest deck you can make this in. And then Access Code, this is the best Access Code deck and you can't change my mind. It's the kill button. It's how you win 90% of your games. And then just aside, this kind of the side I have thrown together right now is the extra 2 Crows because they do come up against certain matchups. Back row hate because this deck sucks against back row. You have to play some number of it. I play 3 Droplet personally over Thrust or any other kind of side piece right now just because I'm scared of Dweller out of Tier Element and Rescue Ace. So I like to have a backup plan against those. And then Crossout Designator is just because like we played Droll and Nib in the main, and those are 2 hand traps that specifically hurt this deck. We don't automatically lose to them, but more often than not, we just have to have a way to play through them. Herald is just the 15th card that I play as an extra Pearly out. And 3 Tisaboo, because our deck is not affected by it, but this is how we counter all of the shifter decks, and it's how we counter all of the kind of stun strategies or the kind of decks like Pearly where you prevent them from being able to make Noir.
Okay, that's it for Tri-Brigade. Hit like and subscribe. Catch you on the flip side.